Welcome to Mystic by Nature. I have decided to do the readings by the elements to make it a little bit easier on myself. Between doing the daily readings and daily healings and coaching sessions, there was not enough hours in the day for me to do as I desired to do. So I have found a system. So I will do it on the elements. First upload was with the fire signs, and this one is for my fellow earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Whether these signs are on your ascendant or your sun and moon, this message was meant to find you. This is a check-in and a heads up so you know what to look out for. Before I dive into the reading, let me remind you these readings are for entertainment purposes only. So if you become confused or irritated, this particular reading is probably not for you. Do not ever force the reading to be for you. If you're a cross-watcher, don't try to force the narrative to fit your situation. That only creates confusion. But if it does resonate, hit the bell, like, and comment, so you'll be first here for the incoming uploads. With that being said, let's take a deep breath. Release. Ground ourselves, and let's see what the cards have to say for your next chapter. Earth signs. September is a month of action astrologically. It's like July was a month of stagnation. September is definitely the month for movement. I feel like August was like, take a breath and relax. Just a little bit, but not too much. So, Taurus, you're up first. It's my sign, my sun sign. Saturn retrograde in Pisces is hitting your 11th house. The lunar eclipse that we'll be experiencing on the 7th is also hitting your 11th house. Mercury is transiting Virgo, and it will be highlighting your 5th house. There could be some issues with some children, communication, maybe in romantic relationships, maybe kind of stirred up during that time. And then we have a Venus-Mars transit that is hitting you on the home front of daily routines and your family roots. So let's see what the cards have to say, Taurus. All right. What can Taurus, rising, sun, and moon expect for the first half of September? What does Taurus, rising, sun, and moon expect for the first half of September? Okay. All right, last card. Okay. First card that came out was the Two of Swords. So, Taurus signs, whether you are Taurus sun or moon, there may be something that you may not be seeing. This may be an external thing, or it may be an internal thing where you are kind of hiding yourself from your emotions, or blocking yourself off, wearing rose-colored glasses because you don't want to see what the actual truth is. You don't want the truth to be revealed to you. To be honest, it could be some of you guys detaching yourself emotionally from a person, place, or thing. But by doing this and acting strategically, sometimes you can look at this card and you think of deceit. But this time when I looked at it for Taurus, I seen more so acting strategically. It doesn't look like he's really sneaking off. It just looks like he's picking his things up, leaving other people's things behind, and doing what he has to do for himself. And I feel like that's what you might be getting ready to do, Taurus, rising, sun, or moon. You might be leaving or detaching yourself emotionally with the Eight of Cups coming out with the Two of Swords. It's going to take a lot of inner strength, but I feel like you have done a lot of work on yourself internally, and you're ready for the change. You dealt with a lot of backstabbing, betrayal, deceit, and you are ready for the change. You're like almost running. Some of you, this could be signifying a move that you're going to make. Either way, it's going to restore some balance into your life. Some of you, like I said, this could be a move. Some of you, this could just be traveling. Some of you could be traveling for even work. And it's going to open your eyes and allow you to kind of sit in a season of happiness. Sit in a season of happiness. Can you clarify the Queen of Pentacles for me, please? for the Taurus rising. All right, yeah, you went within, done a lot of internal work on yourself, released a lot of toxic patterns and beliefs, as well as people, places, and things. You've done a lot of work in yourself, and now you're moving forward with the Queen of Wands energy, taking action confidently, because you know that you're protected. You know that you're protected, so you're not afraid about moving forward. You're not afraid of moving forward anymore. I don't know if you can barely see it, but her boots are red. Like, you barely can see the red on her boots. Can you see it? I always associate red with the root chakra. So she's grounded in the decisions that she's making. He or she is grounded in the decisions that they are making, and they're moving forward confidently, despite what other people may have to say or do. Can you give me more insight on Taurus rising, Taurus sun? This is going to be a Wheel of Fortune moment for you. It's going to change the trajectory of everything and anything that you could possibly imagine. I heard it's going to be beyond what you've imagined. Like, you're finally getting to a more stable place when it comes to your finances. I feel like this could have been a friendship. Maybe somebody was jealous of you, or there was some type of inconsistency within the friendship that allowed you to say, you know, it's time to move on. I got the Four of Pentacles, so to be saving money to actually be moving. And now you're in a position where you actually can take action instead of just doing all of the planning. But this is going to restore a lot of balance. I see a lot of things in Libra season kind of leveling out for you. Can you give me more insight for Taurus rising? For some of you, this could be even moving for a relationship, or finding yourself, in the midst of a relationship. Boy, my cards flew out, but the two cards that came out together were the Emperor and the Empress. So this could be a relationship that is coming in for you, that is causing all of this change and transformation into your life. I'm not even gonna lie, that is the Taurus card though, the Empress. So you're coming out in your own reading. Okay, yeah. Yeah, for some of you, if this is not a relationship, even though I strongly feel it is, this could be you coming into union with your masculine self and the feminine self. You finally got it. Maybe during Leo season, you kind of recognized who you were. Or got comfortable with who you were. But for others, this is a relationship coming in. Might even be a past life soulmate that's coming in. There might be some people who might not be happy with your decision of moving forward first half of September. But this is something that you need to do for yourself. Okay. So, anything else for Taurus? So, Taurus, for you, first half of September, no more worrying, no more anxiety. After a time of pouring into yourself and recognizing and realizing who you are and how powerful and great that you are now stepping forward and taking action with the creative ideas that you have. You are releasing friends and people that are no longer aligned with you. You are releasing ideas that are no longer aligned with you, and you are putting your foot on the pavement and running. There might be a relationship coming in for you first half of September, or a union between your physical self and your higher self. All right, that is beautiful, Taurus. All right, I like it. I'll claim it. Okay, so now we have Virgo. Virgo, Saturn is hitting your relationship sector. Mercury is transiting Virgo on the 1st of September. And as you set onto that energy, the lunar eclipse will come up, stirring more things in your relationship sector. With the Venus and Mars transit, your 12th house will have a light shining on it, as well as your second. I love this thing for you, Virgo. This is some good good energy coming in for you finally. It's like you can finally say, okay? Welcome Virgo rising, Virgo sun and moon, expect for the first half of September. Okay. Yeah, wonderful, more than amazing, irreplaceable of my life. So some of you guys could be going through a breakup. I have just experienced a breakup. Or you come to the realization that someone that you had in your life is someone that you want back into your life, but in a different way. I have Brian McKnight songs playing. I don't like him, but his music will forever just be solid. We have the 5 of Cups coming in, so there's a lot of emotional distress. So emotionally distressed, I would even say depressed. So depressed you couldn't even see the 2 of Cups that were behind you. Can you give me more insight on that? Yeah, a lot of anxiety keeping you up. Yeah, it's a Tower woman in a relationship. Maybe there was a sudden breakup or sudden split. I'm hearing infidelity, or this could even been someone stealing money. This could even I don't condone abuse at all. So if you're in an abusive relationship, get out of it. And if you have gotten out of it, good job. Congratulations on getting your freedom. Some of you, this could have been a emotionally abusive relationship as well as physical. This person even could have stolen money from you. This could have been a marriage where your spouse was stealing money from you. This is the story that I'm coming out. Or there could have been some type of financial abuse that was coming in that you had really conflicted in your feelings. Maybe you were married with this person, had a relationship with this person, or you were in a relationship where finances was a big part of the relationship. And because you did not quite have the finances that you could handle it financially on your own, or you couldn't financially support a family, you kind of stayed within it, but now you're realizing, like, I don't want that. I'm not being emotionally fulfilled. I want love. I want to be loved. I want to love someone. This is not just about finances. I need more than that. And you stuck it out. You did some healing on yourself. You decided to put in the work and heal your heart. Feel your emotions instead of kind of shielding them away. And I'm getting the Ace of Pentacles. So maybe in this spring, you were able to experience a financial blessing that allowed you to kind of move away. Because I got the 5 of Swords, and you're looking at his face. He's got like this sense of victory, and the other 2 people had to kind of walk away. So maybe in this spring, you were able to have some type of victory financially and mentally. This might even been a court case. Like you won. You won. Some of you might have hired a detective. And now the first half of September is finally coming to an end. This person might have did a number on you, but it's not coming to an end. You might be doing some traveling. Some of you might be going back to a hometown. First half of September. You might be rekindling your romance with someone from your childhood, or you might be going back home. I heard like home country. Some of you might be going international if you are not of the United States or not born in the United States. You might be going back to your home country. Okay. Okay, can you give me more insight, please? Can you give me more insight? More insight, Virgo. Yeah, you went within. Tap into some other energy. More insight for Virgo. At one point in time, you were kind of afraid to feel the emotions of your heart because they were so closed off. This person really, really did a number when it came to your emotions. It's almost like you had become another person. I'm hearing with your grandmothers and mothers, with your grandmother's prayers, so with your mother's prayers or your grandmother's prayers, you were able to kind of love yourself back to who you were. And now you have a more clear idea of what you want, who you want, and where you want to go. Especially in regards to possibly relationships. I feel like a lot of my Virgo risings, Virgo suns, Virgo moons are all going through like spiritual awakenings right now. Some of you, this could be signifying a move. You're not afraid of entering into the unknown anymore. You're not afraid of walking away from things that are no longer more balanced. If they're not emotionally fulfilling, then you have no problem walking away from them. You are so much more heart focused than you ever have been in your entire life. You're speaking up, being direct, carrying that full energy with you, just kind of going with the flow of things and not worrying about exactly what's next. Just knowing that God and the universe are guiding you to where you need to be. You're kind of trusting them with the reins. Okay, Virgo rising, sun and moon. Now we're going to hit Capricorns, our goat of the zodiac. So Capricorn, Saturn will be transiting your third house of communication, siblings, learning. Mercury will be hitting your ninth house. That lunar eclipse that is coming on September 7th will also be hitting your third house of communications and siblings as well. And lastly, the Venus-Mars transit is taking a seat in your 8th house of transformation and rebirth, as well as the 10th house of career and public reputation. All right. What can Capricorn rising, sun, and moon expect for the first half of September? What can Capricorn rising, sun, and moon expect for the first half of September? Okay. Okay, I'm going to ask for clarification first. Can you tell me what that 3 of Swords is? What is the 2 of Cups? Okay, underneath the deck was the Tower card, but we'll hit on that. So the first card that came out was the 3 of Swords. I asked for clarification on it, and I got the Justice card. So maybe you've been in a place of being kind of heartbreak. I get a lot of confusion, maybe. And then I have the 2 of Cups come out with the Moon card and the 4 of Wands with clarification on that. So you may have been very conflicted and confused about a current relationship that you are in. Not sure which direction to take. You feel like the communication, I'm not getting a lot of Wands energy, but there may have been a lot of conflict within your relationship when it comes to communication. It's like you're talking, but you're talking to a brick wall. The person is not hearing you. They're not trying to hear you. And to be honest, you're not trying to hear them either. You're kind of at a standstill. And neither one of you guys are moving. You're conflicted about whether you want to stay in a relationship or move on. What is the 9 of Cups? Wheel of Fortune. What is the Wheel of Fortune? Can you clarify that for me, please? Okay. So, instead of pushing back like you normally would, first half of September, Capricorn rising, sun or moon, instead of pushing back like you normally would for this person to hear you or this person pushing at you, they kind of just laid back. They took a step back and decided, you know what? I'm going to leave this alone. I'm going to let them try to figure out what they got going on, and I'm going to figure out what's going on myself. So you guys, like, even though you were in the same house, cohabitated, you kind of pulled yourself away from each other to individually do some work, although you were in the same house. That takes a lot of strength. And there might have been a heart activation. By taking a step back, maybe the communication opened up. And when the communication opened up and this person felt like it was okay to be emotionally vulnerable, and you felt like it was okay to be emotionally vulnerable, there was a shift. The universe granted you a shift and said, you know what? You guys both tried to do this. You guys are both allowing each other into the other person's personal space and in their energy. You have caused a spiritual cosmic shift. You have poured into yourself, and now you guys are pouring into each other, and it is bringing balance to the relationship. If not balance, you guys are now at a better space where you can communicate and see where the other person's mind is at or where they're at emotionally. Because at one point in time, I feel like both of you guys are being really, really stubborn. Neither one of you wanted to hear or understand what the other person was saying. For some of you, this could have been, I heard Cancer season. So in some of you in Cancer season, this could have been infidelity that was in the relationship, or some type of betrayal or deceit that you became aware of, and that's what closed you off to begin with, or closed your partner off. But there was a lot of remorse. And that might have been what that Tower card was. Like that Tower card came in and you thought, your relationship was all good. Then that Tower card came in and made you realize that your relationship was not what you thought it was. It was everything that you realized it wasn't. Okay. What else? Anything else? For some of you, you guys might have tried going to like some type of marriage retreat. Some of you may have taken like individual trips to kind of figure out where your head was. I see some of you guys may be going to Europe. Some of you guys went to Africa. But either way, you detached yourself emotionally and decided to move away from it. Some of you decided to not go back. You guys communicated, shared how you felt, and then you made a mutual decision that this relationship was not for either one of you, and that you guys would be much more happier being separated. It's like you guys left things on a leveled playing field. For some of you, you guys decided to push the restart button and kind of fall back in love with each other, with who you guys have become now, and not the people that you were. So it brings like innocence and purity back to the relationship. Okay, what is the ending card for Capricorn? Yeah, a lot of mental clarity, a lot of balance. Both of you guys, this maybe you both kind of get yourself grounded in your faith. You guys have decided to use faith as the foundation instead of kind of leaning on your own understandings. But you guys both have made a promise to each other that communication needs to be had instead of hiding your true feelings from each other. And for those who have decided to walk away, you're allowing your intuition to lead you and your faith to lead you. You no longer got this reverse, the double card, so you're no longer allowing toxic ties or people to keep you down. As I stated, you no longer want to be tied to those toxic patterns anymore. You are moving forward. Let me ask a question. Some of you guys are feeling really left out in the cold, and you just don't see a way back from it. But I see a lot of you guys either got back or you guys went towards your happiness. Yeah, a lot of you guys decided, I can't do this. There was a lot of hold on you because you didn't want to break up the happy home. Some of you may have had kids, so you didn't want to separate that or have your kids go through that type of trauma. It was almost like, because you went through it as a child. I don't know who I'm talking to, but you went through it as a child, and that's the last thing that you wanted for your kids. But you feel like it has to be done. But I'm just going to let you know you're going towards your, we cover that. You are going towards your happiness with the Sun card. Some of you guys might be ready to start a family, and this person may have not wanted kids. Okay, so for the first half of September, I see a lot of communication for Capricorn rising and sun. I see a lot of maybe traveling. This might be traveling to like help a relationship, or this might be traveling for you to get some mental clarity. I also see this being like a huge transformation for you, and you stepping into who you really are at the core, and having an understanding of who you are, what you want, and where you want to go. All right, so if this message resonated with you, Earth signs, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. And if you feel called to share it with a fellow Earth sign, this is your reminder to do so. I leave this affirmation. I open my heart and my energy to the new possibilities that light me up with joy, excitement, peace, love, and abundance. Till next time, Earth signs, peace, love, and blessings.